Hey, what is up guys? This is Mr. 008 here, and today I have for you episode 2 of my Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 6 series. So, I'm going to show you a guide today for how to beat Deflation Mode on Monkey Meadow. So, the first thing we're going to do is to choose a hero. So, I am thinking of going with Geraldo simply because of how strong he is in the game right now. And his shop is definitely helpful as well with the power-ups and all of that you can get from his shop. So I'm going to play with him today. And we are going to also make sure that Monkey Knowledge is off, so that this guide works for new players as well. So granted you do need to use monkey money to buy different heroes. That is pretty easy to obtain through a variety of different ways, like from beating different game modes to odysseys to daily rewards, achievements, things like that. There are many free ways to earn monkey money, and all of the monkey money that I've earned without spending any money on the game. So let's jump into our guide right here. So I don't want my commentary to be phased out by the music, but I also don't want the music to not play at all. So I'm going to turn the music sound down a little, and I am going to get started. So here we are in Deflation Mode. So in Deflation Mode in BTD6, you start on a later round, and you start with 20,000 cash. However, you cannot earn more cash. All forms of income are banned. You cannot get banana farms. If you get something that gives you money, such as the supply drop sniper, and you use the ability, it will not give you any money in this game mode. So, we're going to start off with Geraldo. I'm going to place him, let's place him right here or so.
Welcome
Next,
to the
I would
Emporium.
like to get some towers that can pop plenty of balloons. So you want to make sure that you are maximizing your popping tower, especially for the amount of money that you are spending. You want to make sure that you get towers that deal lots of damage to the balloons, that have lots of projectiles, and do well in those regards. Granted, there are some towers that do not shoot lots of projectiles that are still fine for these types of tasks. We are going to get an overdrive tack shooter to start. Make sure that we get the faster shooting crosspath, and let's also get a monkey village to buff this tower. So I'm going to go to the top path primary training. I am not going to get the camo village, the radar scanner, and here's why. Because my next tower I'm going to get is an ice monkey, and I'm going to upgrade this ice monkey to embrittlement. And embrittlement removes camo and regrow properties from the balloons. So let's get the deep freeze crosspath and get started. We still have some money to spend. So I'm going to get an alchemist here. I want to make sure that the alchemist can buff the tack shooter, but not anything else. And the reason why is because the tack shooter will benefit
I have something
most
new
by this alchemist buff. So let's go ahead and get the third tier top path. And for those of you who don't know, Berserker Brew increases the pierce, damage, and attack speed of the tower that is applied onto. So, given that the buff does not last the whole time, it may be best to cross-path this alchemist, but I'm going to see how a 300 alch does in this time. And for the rest of the money, I am just going to save it for now in case a situation comes up where I will need to spend it. And we also have
yes, my friend, let me check my stock.
We cannot get the Quincy action figure because, again, income is not permitted in this game mode. And the sole purpose of getting the action figure is to buy it for a low price and sell it later on for a higher price, just like you would if you were to invest in stocks, for example. So we cannot pop camo lights. Let's get a crossbow monkey over here. And
I have something new.
Just fine. So this guy has plenty of range. He cannot see all the way where the first intersection on the track is, but his range is still pretty good. So, for deflation mode, you want to make sure that you are spending as little as you can for as much popping power as you can, like I have previously stated.
That?
Now, there are different types of popping power you want to make sure you have. The first is balloon popping power. And balloon popping power is the ability to pop lots and lots of balloons in general, especially grouped balloons, strong balloons, things like that. So, balloon popping power is obtained by means
I have something new.
Getting something that can pop grouped balloons, things like that. So, good balloon popping power would be something that either has generally something that has lots of pierce, and sometimes something that deals more damage as well. So for example, the Dart Monkey, the Juggernaut, the 4XX, meaning 4 upgrades along the top path, and up to 2 upgrades along either of the other paths, is a good balloon popping power tower, especially if you set it to target last, meaning the balloon that has traveled the least distance along the track thus far, so that it shoots down a straight line and it maximizes its pierce. The Juggernaut has 50 pierce and deals 2 damage per projectile, and it deals bonus ceramic damage, so that's a good balloon popping power tower. Same with Glaive Ricochet, which has 50 pierce as well. And more glaives, the 4XX Boomerang Thrower has even better
I have something new.
Bloons, because it has 100 pierce, and it also shoots faster than its third tier counterpart, and is especially good if you get the Red Hot Rangs crosspath, so it can pop lead balloons, which are immune to anything sharp. So that the heat allows the glaives to pop those balloons. And it is also good to get that crosspath because it doubles the damage from 1 to 2. And speaking of doubling the damage, that is why using the okay, so camo ceramics are getting a little far here. I think I'm fine, but I'm going to get another crossbow monkey right here. Make sure that it's out of range of the alchemist, so that it does not get, so that it does not steal, like potions from the overdrive, because buffing that overdrive from 1 damage to 2, and from 1 pierce to 2 per projectile is a very massive buff. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the tacks only have 1 pierce each until you get the tack zone, which is the 5th tier. So,
what is that?
Getting back to different types of popping power. Balloon popping power means you can pop lots of balloons. Good towers for that include Juggernaut, Ring of Fire, more glaives, Recursive Cluster, Bomb Shooter, and things like that. Also, Hydro Rocket Bombs from the Dartling, as well as the big one, the top path 4th tier mortar. There are also Moab class balloons, which are those blimps that you are seeing on the screen. Popping those is also important. things that are good at popping Moabs are things that shoot fast, shoots lots of projectiles, and things that specifically deal extra damage to Moab class Bloons, like the Moab Mauler right here, or the Fighter Plane, which shoots anti-Moab missiles, which you can see in the description of the tower. So, towers that are good at popping Bloons are not necessarily best for popping Moabs, and towers that are best for Moabs are not necessarily best for popping large clumps of Bloons. Also, there are different properties. Some Bloons are camo, meaning they can only be detected by certain tower types, and some Bloons are regrow, which means it's best to pop them quickly so they can't
I have
multiply.
something new. Quick,
And
check the shop.
That is a general basic guide for now, and we will continue to go over these things in future videos. So there's my deflation guide for Monkey Meadow. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more interesting content. And I will talk to you all again in the next video. Peace out.